Hello everybody and welcome to today's edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. It is episode 85. Surprised myself, I haven't even shut down Spotify. My god, I was practicing my karaoke. I don't know why I laugh at such a weird but practicing my karaoke, darling. Because it's karaoke weekend. It's finally gonna happen. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I don't know why I'm doing the chicken wings. We're not going to do the birdie song. Imagine if you like, this is the song. No one's doing that. Anyway, I'm a little bit flustered, I'm afraid, my dears. My dears, what am I even saying? I don't even know. I literally finished work quite late. It was very long. And then I was like, I gotta get the show together. I gotta get it going. So I think I have everything is in hand. Everything is in order. But yes, apologies if I am a little out of sorts, per se. But Posh Karaoke. Oh my god, I love the idea. Someone give me a song and I'll sing it posh. How do you sing posh? I guess you would sing like a secondary school teacher at choir, like, God save Maria. Like that or something. Wait, I'm waiting for someone to give me a song and I'll see what I would do if I was gonna posh it up for karaoke. Maybe I am a workaholic, Terrence. I feel like I do have a problem. For some reason I've decided to do like the most stressful things ever all at the same time. Even in my personal life I'm like, what am I doing? In the end, I tried so hard, but got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One way, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. I don't actually know all the words to that, but sing song 41 Posh. Now we're just taking requests. Hey, you're listening to Radio Locking It Down with Lucy. Here, we're about to go deep within too deep. Because I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. What people must think. Limp Bizkit rolling. Actually, I am. Isn't Posh singing just opera? Now, you've exposed me, Jose, for what I'm going to unleash. So let's just imagine the scene. It's karaoke. And then we're going to... the door's going to open. As I'm the birthday girl plus 1 year and 2 months, I will obviously kick off the proceedings. And I'll go, oh dear. I don't know why. I'll kick off the proceedings and be like, alright, partner. You know what time it is. It's time to keep on rolling, baby. Bum, bum, bum. Because I'll get everyone going. Who's gonna sit there and be like, when I'm like, move in, move out, hands up, hands down. You know what I lack in talent, I'll make up for with performance. For those who just tuned in, now you're just seeing me sing Posh, which is slightly different. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what I really, really want. I want her, I really, 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 really want to sick a sick ah. That's like Posh Girl from Chelsea. If you want my future. The problem is with these songs, I don't actually 100% know the words, so that's an issue. But there we go, that would be like Made in Chelsea does karaoke. If you want to be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, and that's the way it is. So what do you think about that? Now you know how I feel. Do you think they sit at the table when they're doing their little like scripted, semi-scripted like, I'm really sorry, Eloise, but I'm going to break up with you now. Oh my god, you can't break up with me, Spencer. That's just not how it's done. Where has this begun? This is what happens. Someone's trying to ask for something serious down here. Goobar is trying to say, I'm trying to get 100% in Call of Duty 4. Any tips, please? Probably don't listen to this. This is definitely going to put you off. Sorry, I've never played Call of Duty, so I can't really help you then. Lucy, can you rap? I don't know. Sometimes if I put my mind to it, you can achieve great things, apparently. Although I am thinking for the end of the so at the beginning of the karaoke we're starting off with Rolling Ovs, and at the end I was thinking maybe I would bust out the You're Welcome from Moana, which has a little bit of the rap in the middle. What is it like? I've just been practicing. Let me see if I can do it. Let's we're opening up early. I think you broke Lucy. Well, come to think of it, kid, honestly, I could go on and on. I can explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, it was Maui just messing around. I killed an eel. I buried its guts. Sprouted a tree, now you got coconuts. What's the lesson? What is the takeaway? Don't mess with Maui when he's on a breakaway. And the tapestry here on my skin is the map of the victories I win. Look where I've been. I make everything happen. Look at that me mini Maui tickety-tap. But ha, 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 hey. So what can I say except you're welcome? All right, we're going to stop with the karaoke because I'm going to over karaoke before the time has begun. But I'm quite happy I was actually able to to do that. So right, who have we got on the show today? Or who's left already because they're like, shut up, boo, tomatoes, like when SpongeBob comes on and does the washing of the floor. You're listening to Radio Lucy. God, I'd love to have a radio station. I told my dad I was listening to Smooth FM, and he was like, Smooth? Nanny used to like Smooth. But Smooth was like pretty good. Like, it's not offensive. You paint to it. It's fine. They're not always like jib-jabbering like, hey, you're listening to Smooth FM, and we've got Mike who's on the M25. Hope you drive safe, Mike. They always have like a deep sort of like, we've got some callers on the line. If you want to win £250 and a trip to Cornwall, then you should ring in and tell us how you like to unplug the sink. It's always nonsense like that. Oh, it's just rubbish. Anyway, let's say hello to some people. I need to stop. Try to learn that. This would be the perfect episode for another music club assignment. Oh God, I do have a music club assignment that I told my uncle I would do, so maybe we could do that. LudiXP in the morning. It's the evening. You're talking about the radio. Right, I'm going to say hello to you guys because it's so nice. Life of Dave says, holla. Holla, if you hear me. Anyone know where that's from? Nathan Joseph says, hey. We got Robert Ward that says, hey, he's to blame for all of this. Corey says, I love how easily Lucy gets distracted from the schedule just in the chat. Well, that's because it's fun talking to other people, isn't it? Linda says, hello, Lucy. Hi. Ordinary Guy says, I think you secretly like rap. Like, let's go with heavy metal. You're a shitty boss. You're a shitty boss. I can't remember how the song goes, but that is, maybe I am a bit like Retska. I just go like, I think maybe I am a bit, because I am a bit like meek and timid, and then all of a sudden I go to the karaoke and just like, and I sing Bloodgut, which was my band when I was young. I used to annoy Imogen. Bloodgut used to sing a song called Rip My Heart Out, and it was like really just dark shit, just to the deepest, heaviest scrawl you could imagine. So we also got Stephen Tyson that says, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Callum says hi. We got Jay that says hi. Jamie says hello. Mad says hello. You're in the right place for that name. Jane X Jen says hi. Ooh, you live in that 4K life. Ian says, what's up? Michael McCarthy says hello. Fabio says hello. PS3 Gaming Scotland says, what do you make of BBC Three returning? I never watch live television anymore. Like, I mainly just watch catch up. So I suppose, yay. What used to come on BBC Three? I suppose Torchwood did. I don't know. Nivero says, Lucy, I'm so happy I missed the last two Locking It Down with Lucy's live, but not this week. How's your lovely people doing? Welcome back. Thank you so much. Terence says hi, Lucy. We got Dusty that says hiya. So many lovely people see you here. Fly Highland says, Lucy, how'd you learn to be so entertaining? I don't know. You just sit in a room by yourself and you just have all of these thoughts and feelings that you want to share with the world. But what am I drinking today? Thanks for asking. No one asked. I just thought I'd make my own very painful segue. Well, you won't be able to see it because it's a black cup, but I've just got orange. No, actually, I've got apple juice today. Nice, calming, not chamomile tea. I'm just thinking of something else. Some just basic apple juice, and it's so refreshing. I love it. It's so good. Oh, yeah, Doctor Who Confidential's on BBC Three. You're right. So, nothing exciting here on Locking It Down with Lucy drink-wise, unless I'm become a maverick and start putting rum in it. But I don't feel like I need rum today. I feel like I should be plain sailing. So, let us start with the very beginning, because it's a very good place to start, as Julie Andrews once said. When you begin a Locking It Down with Lucy, you don't begin with an ABC, you begin with the poll, baby. So today's poll is more just, user research, I suppose, So how do you enjoy Locking It Down with Lucy? So that's like there's an advert in Flash FM. I almost said it, and then I realised if I said it, it would sound really weird. It's like, how do you enjoy Rusty Round's green donuts? It's like, I like to munch it vigorously. I was like, better not say that out of context. It's weird. Do you watch it on a phone, laptop, TV, or audio? Very curious to find the results of this one, so thank you for participating. But I would also like to do some housekeeping. Thank you everyone who tuned in this weekend to the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves live stream. It was lovely to hang out with you all and play some goddamn Uncharted. Oh, my heart, my soul. Those games are just too good. So thank you, it's very kind of you to join me for that. But there's also something else happening. And I didn't prepare which I should have prepared. But on the Discord, we have a trophy event happening for Valentine's Day, as, this is the month of Valentine's. Corey, who's in the chat, hey Corey, set this one up, and it is for Valentine's Day, it's to rekindle a love with an old game that you may have forgotten about. So the challenge is to try and 100% or platinum a game that you've not played for over a year. That's like from January 31st, over a year. You can still join up into the Discord and have a go. I decided to look back at my trophy list to join in on this one, and there was a game that had, always meant to come back to it and never did, and that was the original Overcooked. So I had the disc version in my locker at work, and I remember I used to play it at work with my friend who used to sit next to me, Alex. Shout out to Alex. He was a fine sous chef, but I had to keep my eye on him. He would do some bizarre things. So anyway, I was working my way through at lunchtimes, just trying to get 3 stars, get everything, and then, of course, I kind of just let it fall by the wayside. I think someone needed the PlayStation 4 back or something, so I didn't have a PlayStation 4 at my desk anymore. So then I just had it in my locker, then pandemic happened and I never got it back. But I do have my copy back now, and so I've booted it up. I've only got 2 trophies left, which is to finish the game and to complete every level with 3 stars. Now, I did this with Bethany originally on her profile. We did it together. But now I've done it on Overcooked 2. I've done it on Overcooked All You Can Eat. So I was like, it'll be a doddle. I'll just put the game in. I know these like the back of my head, and whoa! I put the game in, and it was so weird. The game is so old. Like, I couldn't believe it. So firstly, it's in 30 frames per second, and it's honestly like watching a stop motion animation. I felt like it's the equivalent of watching a film on like a post-it note flip chart. Everything's like and I was like, what? How are my eyes going to adjust to this? It was bizarre. So that's been quite hard. The other weird thing is there's a lot of quality of life things that I've noticed was in the later games that's not in the original game. For instance, there's no sound effect to tell you when the food is cooked. The only way you can hear if the food is cooked is when it starts to burn. That bling is not there. There's other things as well, which, I don't think this happens in the other games, but when you switch between characters, the camera, does, a big, whoop, you're that character, whoop, you're that character. It's very, very disorientating. That was weird. Also, there's some other noises that don't happen. There's a lot of audio feedback that's missing from the game. So it's been weird to jump back in and try and get back into it. I feel like I can do it. There's a couple of hard 3-star missions I have left, but that is the challenge. I do love Overcooked, and I've always wanted to get that 100%. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. If you would like to join in, then I wish I could have. Is way more zoomed in. Oh, sorry, that's what I was talking about. Overcooked. If there is the backlog booty call, Jose. Very good. I enjoy that a lot. So yeah, I can get a link to the Discord later if you'd like to join in. But anyone in the chat now, rekindling with the long lost video game love, let me know. I'm curious to see what other games people are playing. A lot of love for Lost Legacy I saw. We had apple juice. Sorry, someone was just asking about the apple juice. It's just Morrison's own apple juice. I just cut the carton and poured it in. Everything on Locking It Down with Lucy is drunk in a mug. All right. I'd probably drink milkshake in a mug. This is apple juice with a slight hint of hot chocolate because I had a hot chocolate during the day and I didn't have another mug, so I've had to quickly wash this out. But I don't feel like I've done a very good job, so I've got slight hot chocolate crummage happening. So yeah, that is what is going on in the housekeeping realms. But what else is coming up on the show today? We have the highlights and lowlights of the week. Of course, we have clip of the week, the main topics, which is the Bungie acquisition that we have acquired. Like I'm saying we, like I'm some kind of cult. Join, burn with me. Don't really burn with me. I'll have to talk about some trophy woes, the Uncharted Collection, and my thoughts on it so far. And then at the end, if there's time, I would like to do a little channel update video, because Adam McDermott did his, and I was like, hey, this is a cool video. And he was like, look forward to seeing yours. And I was like, I don't plan as well in advance as he does, but I have put a little few bits together to whet your appetite for the future of the channel. Some things you may be excited for. So that is what we have coming up on the show today. We have some people now talking about their long lost loves. My endless love. Steve Like a Fox says Final Fantasy VII Remake has been great to get back into. We'll give it another go. I need to actually start that and play it. Let's see. Blackbeard is saying, I got the Plat for Death's Door, waiting on Stifu and for Horizon Forbidden West. Oh my god, yeah, everybody, it's February. It's the big gangbuster month of games. We've got Horizon, we've got Elden Ring, we've got Sifu. What's the other big game that's also coming out this month? Oh yeah, it came out this week. Dying Light 2. My god, there's so much to do. Yeah, oh yeah, when is Adam McDonough's cameo coming up, Lucy? He needs to be eligible for Guest of the Year. I feel bad for all the other guests I've got lined up. Demarcy is saying, I play Alice Madness on PS3 and Immortal on PS5. Oh, nice. Jay Clausel is saying, Lucy, have you played Control? I did, and I wasn't 100% a fan of it, unfortunately. I did try and go back to it. It didn't speak to me, sadly. So let's go. Let's jump right in. Let's listen and hear. But you will have to hear them through my vocal tones. Your highlights and lowlights of the week. Let me tell you my lowlights to start with. It's just me being incredibly, just feeling like I've just taken on so many busy things. It's so stressful. I don't know why I've done this to myself. I'm having my driving test next week, and I don't know if I'm ready. Like, I feel like I can drive, but I don't feel like I'm 100% confident that I'm always doing it right. So, oh my god, I can't believe it's next week. I'm so like I've always like to my instructor, we could go now, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Or I just do something a little bit dumb and I'm like, oh, I know, I'm better than that. So yeah, that's not great. There's also the moving out thing, which I realised I kind of have to start actually packing up my things and moving things at some point. That's a real big step that you need to take at some point if you actually want to leave the place, because I can't really have my clothes here and then some of my stuff there, so that's another big thing that I'm doing. There's also all I'll tell you about the trophy stresses later, but for some reason I'm deciding to play. Like, I feel like I've got so many games to play and it's stressing me out, because I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do that, but there's no time in the day, and then I'm tired, and then I have to go to work. It's too much. I'm like running around in my head like, blah, blah, blah. So, and then in other sad news, I was playing Moving Out, as I said last week, and the final trophies bugged on me. So, I don't really know what I'm going to do about it, other than nothing. I don't think there is anything I can do. Like, I've got all of the gold clocks, I've got all of the objectives, I did all the collectibles, I followed a guide, did these collectibles, and the collectible trophies didn't pop, and it's like, what do you want me to do? Play the game again? I haven't got time for that. Moving Out. Do you know what month it is? It's February 2022. Moving Out. I played you as a kindness because I was moving out and I needed maybe prompting. And now you're going to do me wrong. But like, you have to play all the collectibles again. I'm like, no. Because I got to play Horizon. I got to play Elden Ring. You know? You were a stopgap. I'm sorry. I'm having to let you go. Maybe I'll come back to it eventually. But that was really, really annoying. For some reason, when I feel stressed out, I tend to also play Overcooked. I don't really know why, because I don't feel that's very helpful to the cause. But it's something about organised stress that I quite enjoy. I don't know what's happening. So those are my lowlights of the week. It's all just happening. But highlights of the week, which, as Jamie has pointed out, was that Rafael Nadal, he won the Australian Open. That was so exciting. So now he has 22, I believe, Grand Slams. He has had won all of the Grand Slams twice. I believe he is the undisputed best in the world. So, Roger Federer fans, I'm sorry. Actually, no, there's a time and a place for everybody. Roger Federer was the best. Now Nadal's the best. Moral of the story, get vaccinated. That's the moral of the story for Djokovic, really. But that was really fun to watch Nadal win. It's been a while since. I was like, at the end, I was like, I can't watch this. My heart was pounding. I was like, "Ugh." But yeah, now, if he can win the French Open, he can really cement his legacy. So that'll be good. I'm just glad that he managed to be the one. Still the one. I need to stop karaokeing. It's not time. I need to save the karaoke. I didn't drink coffee this morning. I think I'm just rife with stress energies, you know? Stuff at work is also busy and like, so sometimes I just need an outlet, and this is it. Sorry, you guys are my outlet. So yeah, that's a highlight. Also, I had Dishoom this week. Dishoom, finally. We went back to Dishoom, me and my work friends. It was really weird. I haven't seen my work friends in like a month and a half, and it felt like I hadn't seen them in like forever, and it was like, hello, and then we had a good chat and good food, so that was good. Those are my highlights of the week, but let us dive into yours. So, Blackbeard says, Lowlight, Amazon cancelled my Regalia edition for Horizon Forbidden West this week. No! Oh, that's really sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Why can Amazon do that? Is that allowed? Is that an allowed practice? PS3 Gaming Scotland says, working on Dying Light. How are you finding it? Is it enjoyable? Corey says, I've finally gone back to Resident Evil Village Mercenaries. Finally, only one stage left. I can't wait to get this done already. I've not played that, but I know. Why are we talking about Valentine's Day 2023? We're not even gone past this Valentine's Day yet. Pasha Sunny says, highlight finally first plat of the year, which is Lego DC Supervillains, and managed to get Magic Keyboard for iPad at discounted price. Nice, we like that. Good stats. But its low light is that the keyboard arrives next week. Corey says the highlight is that I got 10 platinums in January. Wow. Low light was one of them was Adam's Venture. I'll tell you something funny about Adam's Venture. I was on Reddit, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I was like, let me just type myself in. So I typed myself in, and the first thing that popped up was, should I play Adam Venture? And I was like, why am I related to this? And I clicked on it, and the Reddit post is, hi, I watched LudiXP play Adam Venture on a stream, and she got the plat for it. I'm wondering if it's worth doing. And so I thought I'd respond to that person and say, hey, maybe you should. It's pretty easy, but kind of a weird game. So I thought that was quite funny. That's what showed up. So I inspired somebody to play Adam's Venture. And I could be either for better or for worse. Unlucky 13 is low light this whole week. I am sorry to hear that. And highlight is the staycation next week. Well, there we go. A bad week followed by a good week. It's got to be all right. Tails says, highlights, finally platinumed Far Cry 6 and got Dying Light 2 early. Ooh, nice. Got it yesterday because for some reason Amazon delivery delivered it early. Hope you've been enjoying getting those trophies early and getting your name on the leaderboard in the top 50, if it's still possible for that. Fly Highland says, low light, my mind is always all over the place. Lol, yeah, can relate. Highlight did some stuff, I guess. Yeah. Keep on keeping on. Neverio, I've just butchered that so bad. I didn't even try. Neverion, maybe something like that. Highlight, I hit 1k followers on Twitch. Congratulations. And Lowlight said I would do a 24-hour stream to celebrate, and it might be the end of me. Yeah, that's why don't make commitments like that. Okay, lots of people keep saying it to me, and I'm like, not sure if I'll commit to that. Oh, Fabio, what is in your opinion the best co-op game? I think I would say Overcooked. Overcooked has never failed. Everybody loves a little bit of the Overcooked. I think because it's fun, it's stressful, it brings people together, and it's simple. It's a simple premise. It's not too difficult for people to play. So I'm going to say that. You looked yourself up. I just thought I'd say, if anything, I mean, I'm not that big a deal. I don't really do much, do I? I just sort of sit here and moan. Jose says, highlight playing the Uncharted Legacy games. 2 great masterpieces. Yes, they are. So, highlights, Dusty says, is that tomorrow's Friday. It is. Have I ever Googled myself? I must have done once. I think only my videos come up, so it's not like some sort of scandalous article comes up or anything. Not Fall Guys. I guess Fall Guys is a fun one as well. That I would maybe say that. Twig533 says, because of you I did platinum all of the Uncharted series and I fell in love with the games. That's really sweet. I'm glad. Corey is now saying 24-hour Crash 4 stream. I think you would then see not just Moody XP. It'd be whatever Moody XP evolves into. Like, it's turning into some monster. It Takes Two is also a great co-op game. Agreed. So that's the highlights and lowlights of the week. Everybody has some good check-in. Good to know how you're all doing. Let us move on to clip of the week, which was on Friday. I got my booster, so I'm finally boosted, putting my hands up, the signals are out, the 5G comes to me. So yeah, that's all I got for this week. But socialising does pick up next week, so please enjoy clip of the week.
Hello everyone, so it's booster day jab day once again. Woo, happy jab day me! Today's jab is brought to you by, you can't really see because I'm wearing my coat. Uncharted, because it is the day of the Uncharted Collection. It is an Uncharted top. I thought maybe the powers and the courage of Nathan Drake, who always has the strength to come up against the most vicious warlords, that would help me in my quest to get vaccinated for the bloody 3rd time. Hopefully this will be over. This time I managed to keep the nerves at bay. I have a strategy last time that worked, so I'm hoping this. So it's weird, like my mind doesn't feel nervous, but my body feels nervous. It's very odd. Like I can tell I'm nervous because my hands are really clammy. I feel really hot and sweaty, but my mind isn't like. I feel like I feel it. Well, I'm starting to feel it in my chest a little bit. It's bubbling a bit, but my mind is like, oh, it's chill. My plan is I just listen to a song when it happens, like I did last time, and hopefully it'll all be over and there'll be no waiting. God, that's the worst part, is the waiting. So hopefully afterwards it'll all be okay. My arm will be all right, and I'll play some Uncharted and feel better with Nathan Jake's clips. Right, here we go. The deed is done. Boost complete. I don't know why, but somehow, weirdly, I feel like this real urge to work for Xbox now. It's very odd, but I don't know why that is. Anyway, on a scale of rate my jabs, I'd say this one was the second. The last one was the best one. This was the second best one. I only felt a little thing. The other one I felt nothing at all. And then the first one was definitely the worst one. So there we go now. I can mingle with the world, and I'm going to go get myself some chocolate milk to celebrate. Woohoo! I'm such a grown-up.
So there we go. I did the deed, even though I hate needles. This was like the little setup. They had like the box of needles on the floor, and then all of the little cotton wool jab things, and I was like, I'm just gonna look away, and then I put some music on, and I was like, and then she tapped me, and it was done. So this one was not. It was a little bit painful, but my arm was okay. My pro tip is don't let your arm hurt stop you. Like, don't clam up with it, do the things, and then I think that you get over it much quicker. Like obviously now I could night fever, so I'm back to normal. Please, no more jabs. I can't take it. Part of the reason is like, not part of the reason, because I have a fear of needles. Like, it takes up so much energy of the day of me being like, okay, I'm gonna do the thing, it's gonna be okay, that I'm actually just knackered afterwards from just having to, go through it. So that's always a thing. I just realised this has been playing in the background, which is rubbish. But speaking of Xbox, segue, that leads us nicely into the Bungie news, which I actually had no idea was a thing that was happening when I made that joke. But now it seems that Xbox, I don't know anything to say about Xbox. That studio, Bungie, famous for Halo, which I've never played, and for, of course, Destiny, is now joining the PlayStation family. So let us head over to our favourite source of news that we always seem to go to, which is the PlayStation blog. And I forgot to set up the internet. So come with me now on a journey through time and space to the world of the internet. The internet, come with me to the internet. Oh, I forgot I did something. Hold on, we're going to have to do some live jiggery pokery. Here we are, the PlayStation blog. Bungie is joining PlayStation. Woohoo! I don't really know what this means. Legendary developer to join PlayStation as independent multi-platform studio and publisher. Who is this? Jim Ryan. It's old Jim Ryan himself is talking to us specifically. Today, I'm very happy to announce Bungie is joining the PlayStation family. First off, I want to be very clear to the community that Bungie will still remain independent and multi-platform studio publisher. As such, we believe that it makes sense for it to sit alongside the PlayStation Studios organization, and we are incredibly excited about the opportunities for synergies and collaboration between these two world-class groups. I've spent a lot of time with Pete Parsons, Jason Jones. Gosh, what are these superhero characters? Pete Parsons and Jason Jones and the Bungie management team to help develop the right relationship where we will be fully backed and supported by Sony Interactive Studio Entertainment Europe presents, and enabled to do what they do best, build incredible worlds that captivate millions of people. Blah blah blah. More. Then Holman Hurst had something to say. Oh, and then there's a few words from Pete Parsons, from CEO of Bungie, talking about creative freedom. You can read all of this in your leisure. I'm not an audio book. There's not much information here, to be quite honest. There's not really much that they're telling us that's going to happen. Basically, they're going to be here, and maybe we'll make something. So, I don't know, one to watch, I suppose. What the future holds, we don't know. But maybe, isn't Destiny like partnered with PlayStation? I remember back in the day PlayStation used to get like some of the DLC guns and stuff like a year exclusivity first. So I mean, for me it's not like a big deal, because other than Destiny, which I gave up because that was like an addiction, I haven't played any other Bungie games. Wasn't Anthem bad? I don't think Anthem was them. Anthem was EA's. Sorry, apologies. Anthem was EA's equivalent to this, to Destiny. Anyway, I'm talking garbage. What's the temperature check in the chat? Are we excited about this? Maybe this is happening because PlayStation doesn't have a first-person shooter exclusive because they used to have Killzone, but now the Guerrilla Games makes Horizon. So maybe that's what this acquisition is. Maybe they want to, get some kind of first-person shooter thing on the sides and get some kind of, I don't know, I'm just making up words now to try and fill the void of emptiness of my mind. Powerful rating. Will you be watching the Ghostwire Tokyo Showcase in a couple of hours? No, sorry, I won't be. I'll probably be playing Overcooked. Yes, James Cooper knows cheese is a kind of meat. A tasty yellow treat. What is the internet song from? It's from the Mighty Boosh. Look it up. It's good. Jose saying Halo Reach is my favourite. Now, do you think I'd actually like Halo? Like, I know we're veering off the path of the course, but I like I said before, I don't really know much about Halo. I don't know if it's something I would like. Yeah, Terrence is saying couldn't care less. I think it's one for the future. Gypsy Muffin is saying I'd love a new Killzone. I never played Killzone either, to be honest. Anthem was okay, but it has no support. I see. Steve Like a Fox is saying expanding user base. I think it's more than knowledge in live multiplayer. That's probably a new IP. Oh, okay. Interesting. Halo Reach was my favourite. Was Halo Reach on 360? Was that what happened? While Nathan Drake was out, grabbing treasures, old Master Chief was shooting up the Covenant or something. I don't know what he was doing. Jumping around, grabbing people, shooting them up, I guess. Oh, I've given myself hiccups. I love how this is like war. I'm not sure if it's quite like that, but I think it's an interesting development. We shall watch this space. Okay, Halo Reach was on 360. Okay. Unlucky 13 is saying, indifferent to Bungie personally, at least the games won't become exclusive, which is always my biggest issue with acquisitions. More resources for Bungie, more tech for Sony, happy days for all. What a lovely review that is, Unlucky 13. I like that. Now, Jose saying, I feel like you'd like Gears of War more. Oh. My friend of mine said that Gears of War was very gory. That put me off. So yeah, we shall see how that goes. But let's just talk about PlayStation. So let's delve our minds into the Uncharted Collection. Let's have a think about this. Because this is what I've been playing this weekend. Unfortunately, I haven't played as much of it as I would like to. So, of course, the Uncharted 4 came out and the Uncharted Lost Legacy came out as a bundle of one. And last week I talked about my disdain for the trophy list. But I've kind of got used to it. It's fine now. But I must say, it was a joy playing them again. Like, I'd forgotten how much. It's not that I'd forgotten, but you need to, get back into it and play it, and you're like, yeah, these are just fun games to play. It was like meeting up with old friends again or something. And I really enjoyed streaming it. It was nice to play through it and chat to you guys as well at the same time. And they're just a good time. Now, as for PS5, I'm just going to repeat some of the things that I may have said on the stream. So, I'd like to caveat some of my comments last week about playing the games. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I realise that my issue is that I can't really take advantage of some of the PS5 features, such as 4K, stunning visuals, HDR, blow out your eyeballs colours, because I played games on my 22-inch LG TV, which doesn't even have 4K. It's only got 1080p full or whatever you call it. So I realised that stuff was lost on me. It fell on deaf ears because I'm not going to reap those rewards. And the TV I wanted to get went up £100. I missed my opportunity to strike. Anyway, so obviously that must be very nice if you have that to play those games. They are stunning, they are beautiful, and all the environments is one of the things I really love about the Uncharted games. It's like great. It's like going on holiday in your bed, if you play games in your bed and in your pants. You don't have to even pack or go to the airport. It's great. I've been to almost half the world on Uncharted. It's fantastic. So there's that. But I will say I play a lot of my games with headphones on, and I don't know if it's just me. But I swear I am feeling sounds that I've never felt before. I've played these games so many times, and I know what's going to happen in them. But the sound does feel like it's bit more intense, like some of the music, some of the explosions, there's been times that the explosions have made me jump and I even know where they're coming, and it's like, oh, whoa! So that's been really cool. Oh, of course, the improved frame rate, that is great, so I don't have to watch Nathan Drake being like, what do you see? Nathan Drake, oh yes it's me, like doing this. That's also nice to be able to play the games really quick. Now I do have some issues with some of the other PS5 updates. So I've had many issues with the DualSense. I'm coming to grips with it. You know, stay tuned for Locking It Down with Lucy, more ultra good puns. But I think it's because I know Uncharted. I know how it feels, you know. It's like when the old rustler or the old gunsmith picks up a gun. He just knows how it feels in his hand. Like, you don't want to forget the weight of a loaded gun. Like when I pick up that controller and I'm pressing the buttons, I know what the buttons should feel like. And all of a sudden I'm like, hang on, what's this? Because that trigger effect thing, that trigger effect is weird. And I'm just wondering, do people like that in the chat? He is my lovely Nolan North. Nolan North. Don't actually own Nolan North. He's owned by someone else. Yeah, so it's the trigger effect for those of you that don't know. Here's my controller here. Now, it kind of like, how do I explain it? Like when you push the trigger down, it stops you and you have to kind of like push it more. I think it's trying to simulate like an actual trigger. Not that I've ever touched a gun, so I can't really tell you. But it's like, I just like the smooth feeling. I want to just be like, pull down, shoot. Not, I know Resident Evil has it. It's weird. I switched the trigger effect and the vibrations off, says Jazzy. Okay, same. Because the other thing I switched down was I didn't switch them off, but I switched the controller vibration intensity, because at the beginning of Uncharted 4, you're in the boat. Sam! And he's like, just drive the boat, Nate! And you're driving the boat, and my controller's literally like, and I'm like, whoa, chill out. Like, it's like, literally, I don't need this, alright? I'm a 31-year-old woman. My wrists have seen things, and the controller was just like, so I had to turn that down, because I couldn't be handling with that. So, unfortunately, not a fan of the implementation of the DualSense. I feel like it was lacking. As someone said, I think it might have been Steve Like a Fox, no one has done the DualSense proud like Astrobot. That was cool, inoffensive. Using the DualSense does not just mean turn up the vibration and like every little thing like Nathan Drake stubs his toe. Don't need that. It's unnecessary. Okay, so that's kind of my review of the game. It's fun to play. Obviously, I love the games, and I do say that beginning bit of Uncharted 4 is kind of hard to play sometimes. Like the Scotland levels. They're just boring. I just don't like them. I just wish... I understand that it's a vital part of the story, but it just doesn't need to be that long. Which brings me on to what I've been reading this week, which is this. Blood, Sweat and Pixels. So, I've had this on my shelf for quite a while. Rahul, shout out to you, Rahul Hoop. You can follow him on Twitch. He lent me his book. This is by Jason Schreier, Blood, Sweat and Pixels, and it's about like the triumph and turbulent stories behind how video games are made. And there is a chapter on Uncharted 4 in this, which I've always wanted to read for ages. Playing the games again made me want to, pick it up and read it. And to be honest, like, there wasn't anything in here that shocked me too much, because I feel like a lot of it was reported on many news outlets about what happened. But it's just interesting to read how the video games are made, how stressful it is, and I'm like, wow, you really have to give so much of your life to make a video game, and how different Uncharted 4 could have turned out. Like, I'm so curious. I wish I could know more. One of the things that I didn't know, which this book said, for those of you who don't know about Uncharted, so Sam was in the original game, and he was going to be played by someone else, Alan something or other, which I only discovered from the Retro Replay Uncharted Drake's Fortune playthroughs. He's actually a funny guy. So they recast... Sorry. Alan What's-His-Face was going to play Rafe, and they changed Rafe, and they also did change the person who played Sam. But anyway, one of the things in this book it said was that Sam was originally going to be someone that shows up from Nate's past who he hasn't seen for a long time, and it's not till later on in the story that you discover that it's his brother. And I was like, oh, I think I would have preferred that. I think that might have been less frustrating than being like, this brother's just come out of nowhere. Why does he never talk about it? I think there's certain bits about whatever the original Uncharted 4 was that I think I would have liked more. There are some weird things as well also, which is in the gala section in Italy. Hang on, I need to take a drink. I'm running out of oxygen. Yeah, in the gala section, you do a little bit of pickpocketing, but I think originally it's meant to be Nate and Elena were going to do a ballroom dance across the floor. That seems kind of weird to me. I'm sure they would have made it fun. But then they were like, oh, well, people have made, like, so a lot of people made things that had to be scrapped. They were trying to think of other ways to put them into the game. So they were trying to put the ballroom dancing into their living room, but it felt odd. And it's a shame as well, because another thing that would have been really cool, I always think of this when I see the section, is in Scotland, maybe that's why I find Scotland a little bit boring, because there's not much happening in it. There was meant to be this big, like, crane sequence that they just couldn't get done. So it's a shame. I'd love one day, hopefully, to be an expose of what Uncharted 4 was going to be like, all the things that were cut, because they made quite a substantial part of the game. Like, so much of it had to be rewritten and remade. So it was very interesting to see how games are made and how Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley had to step in to man Uncharted 4 straight after The Last of Us. So it's I have lots of respect. I don't think Uncharted 4 is a bad game by no stretch of the imagination. It's a good game. The pacing is a little odd. One of the other things I'm glad didn't happen is they said that Nathan Drake for the beginning half of the game wasn't going to pick up a gun. It was going to be just melee. And that's one of my problems with some of the Uncharted games, is that, I get it, there's that Ludo narrative dissonance or whatever, which is why they wanted him to just have melee combat for half of the game. Well, not half, but, a good chunk of the beginning half. So it's like, Nathan Drake hasn't picked up a gun in a long time. But I think the games that do Uncharted the best are the ones that, you want to pick up a gun, you want to shoot, it's fun. So that's why I find Uncharted 3 kind of annoying at the beginning, because you don't start shooting until chapter 4. So, but it's just about that time where I'm like, I want to shoot something. So I think I would have found that kind of frustrating, to be honest, to not have shot anything for a long time. Uncharted 4 does it kind of, but they try to rectify that by putting in that boat sequence straight away. So you're doing some shooting and some crazy stuff, and then it's like, pump the brakes. You're going to be slow for a bit. So yeah, would recommend. There's some other games in this that I've yet to read about. I find the only issue with this book I have is that for the games that I don't have an understanding or an interest in, I find it hard to be interested in what's saying. Like Pillars of Eternity, I'm like, I don't really know what that game is, and I don't really care. So I might just read the chapter on Dragon Age Inquisition, Destiny, and The Witcher 3. I think that would be for me. But speaking of Uncharted, as much as I'm enjoying the game, there are a few weird glitches. Oh, there's not much about Amy Hennig, unfortunately, in the book. They just don't speak about it. And I think she signed an NDA or something that she can't talk about it. So I respect that. Someone did say to me, someone asked me a really interesting question, which I forgot to answer. It was about something about who would I rather meet, Amy Hennig or... I don't think it was Neil Druckmann, but they said someone else. And I was like, I think I would pick Amy Hennig. She seems like a cool person. But yeah, I was playing Uncharted The Lost Legacy, and something odd happened. I had a very weird glitch. Apparently it's happened to other people as well, but not quite in the same cutscene. So please enjoy me watching this cutscene that goes rather awry.
What is happening? This is weird. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh, I never even realized there was someone driving the boat. Oh. What the... Oh. Oh. What? Oh my god, that scared the life out of me. I know they... It's magic. Oh. Well, Nadine, it just so happens that I'm able to use my Matilda skills to look up the Hoysala Empire. Frasier, you better not be messing about. What is going on? I wish I remembered what was happening in the story. Sadly, I don't. Good pause. I thought this was a video cutscene. I guess it's rendered in real time. Frasier! What you're showing me is absolutely mind-blowing. Look at my face. Oh. No? God, how long is this cutscene? Ganesh. Magic. Wingardium Leviosa. Frasier, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Oh, and off she goes. Bye-bye. Oh, God, now I'm falling through the world. No. Oh, yeah, I've died.
So yeah, that was very odd. And then what happened when that happened was my screen was just black forever. So I had to like push down the PS button and close the game, and then it did like an error report, and then it said that my save had glitched, which was very worrying. But thankfully when I loaded it up, it literally started back up at that cutscene and it was all fine. So it hasn't happened to me again, although the other day I was meant to bring this clip in, but I forgot to bring it. The Jeep fell out of the sky, so I was like Chloe and I was just messing about like doing some stuff, and the Jeep just goes and I was like, I don't think that was supposed to happen, but there you go. That was the weird glitch happened to me. I've seen someone else post a similar glitch with Uncharted 4 for the beginning scene with Nate and Little Nate. Why am I saying Nate and Little Nate? Sam and Nate. Kid Nate. It's literally like someone's like picked them up and going, so, Sam, where are you going? You always leave me at the orphanage. Nate, it's not like that, Nathan. Get on the bike. And it's like someone picking them up like little dolls or whatever. So that's what happened. So yeah. But other than that, I hope to finish the game. Hopefully that won't happen again. Lots of people saying hello, welcome back. Well, you have tuned in just in time to hear this week's rant, which is the stresses of trophies. So I don't know why. Sometimes I get it into my head that I want to do something. I want to achieve a mission. And as you know, my mission at the moment is to try and raise my completion rating to at least like 73, 75. So I was playing a lot of games, well, I'd say a lot, but I mean playing games to try and bring it up, and I noticed on PSN, well no, actually True Trophies, I went on it and the notification came up that said, hey, you're on a 10-day trophy streak, and I was like, am I? Oh my god, that is so awesome. I wonder how many other days I've had streaks for. So I looked, and it's been a long time since I've streaked. Let's go back to the internet. Join me now back at the internet. We are now back there. So here we are. This is True Trophies. Fascinating information you can find here. And in this sidebar here, it says trophy streaks. Now, my top 5 is here. And my goal is to try and get back in the top. Because look at this. I haven't streaked in years, it's telling me. So my biggest day streak was was in November 2014. 2014! I mean, that was the year I was doing nothing. But I streaked for 26 days. And then after that, 15 days, 14 days, 14 days, 14 days. So we're talking about 2017, 2012, 2012. And I was like, Lucy, come on. Let's step your game up, alright? I haven't done anything noteworthy in a long time. How hard can it be? I can get a trophy streak. All I've got to do is beat 14 days. I'm not even on the thing. I'm on 14 days right now. And I'm telling you guys, it's the most stressful thing I've ever done. Every day I worry about what trophy I'm going to earn. When am I going to do it? I've been waking up early before work just to play something. So I've been like sitting in my bed and I'm like, okay, so if I play Uncharted The Lost Legacy, I think... I can get this trophy really quickly. If I just drive here, I've got 10 minutes before work. Now, the reason it's stressful is because I just don't, it was fine at the weekend, but during the weekday, it's been tough because I've been going to work or I've been going out to see my friends, so I'm, trying to pick the easiest trophies I can. I've been carrying my Vita around just in case I have to, like some kind of addict, go into the bathroom. Like, sorry, guys, I'm going to have to go quickly. I just need to do something, and then just fire something up and just try and earn a trophy just to get it done. It's it's crazy. Tomorrow, I don't even know how much time. I'm gonna have to again wake up early because I have to go to my flat because I'm staying there overnight. So I've got to pack up all my goodies, all my jollies, and so I've already got a trophy planned for tomorrow. I've driven myself to the axe fort so that I can do the axe fort without getting hit. But I'm telling you, I've never felt so stressed out in all of my days of doing this. All I've got to do is see, the thing is, I want to get past 14, which goes to 15. I'm like, well, if I do 15, I might as well get 16. However, day 16 is karaoke day, so I don't even know if I'm going to be here to beat 16. But at least I know I will. As long as I get a trophy tomorrow, I'm on the list. But after that, oh my god, I'm telling you guys, it's madness. I don't know if you've ever tried to do it, but Terrence, I've been on a streak from last year. How? I knew someone, I think it was like Jeremy Dunham. He's been on a trophy every single day. I don't know if he still does it, but he was like on years, like a streak of years. Like, how do you rest? How do you sleep? I just, like, some days I come home and I just don't want to play anything, let alone earn a trophy. Also, there's all this, like, sometimes you might, like, all of the other trophies I got were accidental, you know, they just sort of happen. Now, I'm like, making a point or something to try and do it. So if I go to my PlayStation profiles, let's look at the log so we can see where this began. Let's go back. Alright. Oh my god, I've earned so many trophies. Oh my god. So it started on the 20th. So I played Moving Up, and then I got Moving Out, and then I played Returnal. Okay, so these were just all happening in the wayside. Returnal, all the way. Oh! I could have failed that day if I didn't play Mass Effect. Then all of these Moving Out trophies. Then Uncharted The Lost Legacy happened. That helped me out. And I think it was about Here-ish. I got the notification, like, you've done the thing. So I'm doing bizarreness. Like, where have I? This was after the stream. Oh yeah, I completed some Overcooked because I needed to play Overcooked just to, again, raise my completion rating. So I was like, oh, let's do the Jungle Gym. That's really quick. Oh, let's just do the Marco Polo. Let's do the dolphin thing. Let's do the 5-finger disc. Today I got 2 by accident. So, oh, man. It's rough, but I'm hoping I'm going to make it. I at least want to get to 16. I don't think it'll be as many trophies as this, but at least I'll be on the streak. So that's the other thing that's adding to the stresses of my life. Where are you guys? Do you ever... Yeah, my friend streak is 2,055 days. I can't do it. I can't wait to give... No, I don't give up. Never give up. Never back down. I can't wait to be done, is what I'm saying. I think at the weekend, I probably will earn a cheeky trophy. But it's the weekdays. The weekdays are the killer. I just don't have the time anymore. Like, after this, I would like to just go to sleep. But then I'd be like, maybe I've got to set up tomorrow's trophy so that I can make sure I'm getting... That's the other thing. You don't want to, like... So today I accidentally got 2 trophies by accident. I was like, no! Because that's a trophy I could get really quickly another day. Someone is trying to get my attention. Gentleman Gaming. I'm not into trophies. If I earn 1, that's good enough for me. Nice. Well, you are living a guilt-free life, definitely. What's Ollie Ollie saying? Mine was 10. School just gets in the way. Yeah. Like, life will find a way to get in the way. So that's how have you guys got such good streaks? You just don't stress out. Gaming is supposed to be an actual break from your job. That's what I'm never doing this again. Now that I've committed to the cause, I'm doing it. It's gonna happen. But other than that, it's yeah, I couldn't keep a streak for that long. I don't know how people have got to have you got to have some, like, trophies tucked away, like Jeremy Dunham for instance, like. I said accident, incident, and I meant to say for instance. Did he have, like, a couple of trophies in his back pocket for, like... What if you have to go to a wedding? Weddings take, like, all day. You can't just sneak off during the speeches, but, like, sorry, everyone, I've just got to earn a trophy, and you're sitting there like, I've got to do this thing. I don't know. I love trophy hunting. It keeps me playing, so it's just peachy. Exactly. It is fun. I'm looking forward to getting back to the ways. I feel really bad. That's what I'm saying, like, earlier. Like, I've got so many games that I want to play. Like, I need to finish Mass Effect 3. I want to finish Uncharted 4. I want to finish Uncharted Lost Legacy. There's also a couple of indie games that I want to play because of reasons. And then, what else am I trying to play? There's something else. Oh, and then I'm trying to raise my completion anyway, so I've got to play Overcooked. I've set myself too many missions, too many goals. I don't know how I'm going to do it all. I don't know why I do this to myself. I need to make some kind of list of how I'm going to tackle it all. But anyway, that brings me on to the final note of the show. Let me just have a look to see what people are saying about the trophy streaks. B Ballman says 130 days and counting. I sometimes have to resort to the Vita for a quick trophy. You see, you're what I'm talking about. I was thinking about trying to play Lego Marvel's Avengers just to get it up. But even that is like, oh, finish all of the Age of Ultron missions. I'm like, I don't have time. It's so hard. Robert War saying one of my friends is going on a 5.5-year streak. Did I already read that? No, I can't. It's not for me. It's too much. Much too much. You got to clear out some of that to make up way for the upcoming games. See, that's the thing. I'm also worried. Not worried. Worried sounds very extreme. I'm conscious of my trophy completion rating because it's gonna nosedive when I install Horizon, because that's gonna have like 50 trophies. Elden Ring's gonna have like another 50. One day, I'll have, like, well, this is the weird thing, like, obviously one day I'm gonna live somewhere else and I'm gonna have to do things, like, I had to try and sort out my water bill today. I ain't got time to be mucking about in the Citadel. Oh, it's difficult. But, speaking of which, let us go over my channel update, or channel update for 2022, I guess. So, as I mentioned at the top of the video, Adam McDermott spoke about his. He wanted to hear mine, so this is like my kind of reply back to his. Now, I didn't actually spend time getting all the facts, stats, and figures because, yeah, I had a lot of life admin, and clearly I was sitting rocking in my bed trying to think about what Uncharted trophy I was going to get next to continue my streak. I need to sort out my priorities, much like Ron said to Hermione. She needs to sort out her priorities. My dad's like, you need to put a list together of things you're going to move. I'm like, I also need to finish this Overcooked level. So, this is what is on my plan. Let me just I've got another notepad. Alright, so last year, I literally don't have any stats about last year. So last year we did Locking It Down with Lucy. That will continue on this year. Hooray, hooray. Obviously, I might take gaps within certain weeks of the month because the bar is only open on Thursday. And there is going to be bar nights happening at least once a month. So I will endeavour to try and have a video for you in place of when I'm not doing the show. But there we go. So that's the thing we did. I also launched the Platinum Trophy Tales, which then died, but it will be back. Like I said last week, it will be back. I think because what I want to do is I want to like earn Platinums for games that I have something to talk about. And as the year went on, I was kind of getting some of these Platinums that I didn't feel like had a good enough story to tell. But I have some ideas. I have some games in mind that I would like to do for more Platinum Trophy Tales. I said last week that I have recorded the Returnal one. I just need to edit it when I have time, but time is hard to come by. So, yeah. Moving in is taking up a lot of my life, and obviously keeping up my trophy streak. Priorities, right? So that's another thing. And then, we did the full-length playthrough on stream, pretty much, of Resident Evil 4. So I'd like to do that again next year with another game. Although this year. I don't know what game yet. Well, I'll have to figure it out. Someone said Evil Within. So maybe I'll Returnal Trophy of Tales is my most anticipated video. Oh, wow. So yeah, I'd like to do another one of those. So as for upcoming, what else? Oh, and I appeared on Adam's channel a couple of times. That was very nice. Thank you for having me. And I appeared on Lewis's Platinum Bros channel a couple of times. Thank you again for having me. So that's last year. But what about this year? So as I said, more Platinum Trophy Tales, starting off with Season 2, I'm calling it, Season 2, with a brand new trophy logbook, which will be Returnal. And then, oh, sorry, my voice, look at how weird is that, my voice has gone really weird. So Returnal will be starting off. Then we will have the Uncharted movie review, hopefully. So I'm going to go see the movie on premiere night. And I will hopefully record my thoughts of it that week and try and get that up as soon as possible for you, because I know that you guys probably enjoy something like that. Then we have, of course, when I do move in, I will give you guys what you've been waiting for, which is the room tour of this room and then the flat tour of the new flat. It'll be one whole video. So you'll see this room in its full, awful glory, and then the flat in whatever state it's in, because it's not quite done, but I'm sure it'll be fun. That will be coming up soon. Of course, there will be a live stream. I'm going to try and do one once a month. The only problem with the flat is that it's quite echoey. I'm not sure how that's going to affect the microphone and stuff, because I've had a lot of people saying like, oh yeah, it's quite echoey. Other than sitting under a cloth, not really sure, or buying loads of furniture, not really sure how I'm going to fix that problem. So I'm going to have to think about that. There will also be, what else I've got? Oh, I've got another trophy related sort of talking video coming up, talking about my completion rating. That's just kind of like in the same vein as going through, one of those long sort of podcasty, chatty videos where you go through your trophies and whatnot. There's that. Oh, I'm hoping that maybe I'll hit 20k subscribers this year. So if that happens, I'll do a 20k Q&A and some kind of live stream to celebrate. So that'll be fun. And I think... Oh, and there's another big thing I want to talk about. I hate... Oh God, it sounds like commitment, because I don't really commit because I don't have like a proper schedule. But you will probably hear the neighbours. I'm also going to try and get guests back on the show because I've missed having some guests. Of course, Adam will return because he wants to be guest of the year. God, he was very upset that he didn't make it. So I have some guests in mind. I just want to go to the new flat, hopefully sort the internet out and try and figure out a better way to get the guests on the stream so that I'm not having that lag issue. But I do have some people in mind that I would like to invite on, and hopefully that'll make for some good conversations. So that'll be exciting. I can't wait to talk to some people and bring that part back to the show. So that is what my plans are for the rest of the year, I guess. Try and make at least one video a month if I can, and the one live stream. Empty rooms will have an echo. It should fix itself when you move your stuff in. I don't have that much stuff, Ordinary Guy. That's the problem. So yeah, we shall see how things turn out. I'm looking forward to what the year holds. So it'll be interesting to say the least. So thank you for sticking about and being a part of the channel. Right, I think we're going to end today's show with a little bit of a Q&A. I'll do 10 minutes of Q&A. I don't want to let this go on too long this week because I've got to get things together. I've got to sign up to Thames Water or something. Oh, it's all happening. So yeah, that's what's going on. So if you have any questions that you'd like to ask me, now is the time. Feel free to ask me the questions and I shall answer them. Forget J Jams and C. Oh my god! I know that person that gets Struckmanized or whatever. Yes, my Uncharted review will be the one to watch. I can't wait. I've got such an idea for this video that I really hope I can have the time to make it because it's going to be such a fun day. I literally can't wait to hang out with Fran and just watch the Uncharted movie. Good or bad, I think it's going to be a good day. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't even know how to structure this review. I've never actually done a review. It'll probably just be me talking and that'll be it. Are you going to stream on Saturdays, Terrence? No, because I'm going to be singing my heart out in karaoke. So there'll be no stream this weekend, but you can think of me when you're playing a video game. I'll be singing Rollin' or other things. Who knows? Let's see. Lucy, how long does it take you to prepare for Locking It Down with Lucy? What's the process of this? Oh, that's really interesting. So, okay, so what I have is on my computer, I have a notes application that has the block of the show. So it's got the poll, the housekeeping, the highlights, alerts, tip of the week, topics, and then end of the show notes. So I have those segmented out. Now, as the week goes on, I'll update this Word document with anything that happens. So, went to Dishoom, did this. Oh, a news article came up. So I'll populate the list throughout the week, and then when it comes to doing the show, which is on the Thursday, I'll then whittle it down to what I think are the better things to talk about. So there'll be that. I also try and, there'll always be clip of the week, hopefully. So I'll think about what I'm doing that week, and sometimes I do record a few things that don't actually make the show, because I don't really know what clip of the week is going to be, because it depends what's going to happen in the week. So I don't want to get to Thursday and nothing's happened. So I try and record something, or if I know I've got an event coming up, then I'll make a mental note to record something of that event. So then that's done. And then it's just editing that video. Now, the clip of the week video, it can vary. Depends what it is. Sometimes I spend a little bit more time and edit it properly. Other times it's, just whack the clip in, done. So that could take a while depending on how in depth or how long the clip is. So I have I'm very organized. So I have my folder, and then I've got to make the thumbnail. So I try and make that as well. So try and use a picture that's somewhat recent for that, or something to do with what I'm going to talk about. So I'll make the thumbnail, I'll export that, so then those are the main bits. So it's mainly just making the thumbnail, getting the clips. If I've got anything from the PlayStation that I want to put on the show, I need to download all those clips and stick them on the computer, edit all of that. So what I do is I don't just stick the clips in, I edit them a little bit so that they're reduced file size. And then you've got to open up OBS, you've got to put all your links in and everything, and then on the day I will write out the final show notes, set all of this up, and we're good to go. So I'd say it takes about hour, 2 hours a week to set up the show and to get everything going. So, but I enjoy that. It gives me something to do, something to focus on, and I really like it. So thank you. I'm glad you wanted to know. 10 minutes, only 10 minutes, you used to keep the streak alive. I know I'm like the Undertaker over here. I ain't got time, boy. What game do you want to platinum next? Well, I really, really, really want to get on and platinum Demon's Souls, which was one of my plans for this month, was to try and platinum it before Elden Ring, but it's not looking likely, because first I need to finish Mass Effect 3 and get the platinum on that. I would kind of like to finish Uncharted in a timely manner, but maybe I could just let that go a bit, because I've played the Uncharted games a lot and it's not like they're going anywhere. So that would be something that I would like to platinum next before, because I don't know, we don't know what the future holds for Elden Ring and for Horizon, whether there'll be big plats. I imagine based on the former games, they're not going to be 10-hour plats, they're going to be like 50 hours. So yeah, that's my plan, is to Mass Effect, Demon Souls, Uncharted Lost Legacy, they're all the plats that I have in my mind at the moment that I would like to do. I would have liked to have got moving out, which is annoying. Okay. What's the most important thing to you, says Tim Tomasello. Either a physical object or a memory. What are you saying? What is the most important thing to me in my life, or what's more important, a physical object or a memory? What's the most important thing to me? God, that's difficult. What is the most important thing to me? I mean, if it's a physical object, I don't know, I don't want to be really, like, over the top, but my laptop was very expensive. So as a physical item, my laptop, my PS5, they're like, I'm very precious over certain items, and I want to make sure they're in tip-top condition all the time, and I hate if anything happens to them. But I suppose, like, certain memories, I am quite a nostalgic person. Like, I do, I value my friends a lot. Good friendship is something I hold dearly to me. What were my thoughts on the Royal Rumble? It was okay. It didn't really rock my world. It was fine. I was very excited to see Lita. But yeah, standard affair. Nothing crazy. Gypsy Muffin says, I'd love to see you have Kit on as a guest on the show again. Oh, that's cool. That's really kind of you. I'll make sure to tell her, because I'm going to see her soon. We're going to go see a concert. So that's exciting, or a gig. That's what we'll be doing. You have a Mac PC? Yes, I do have a Mac. I remember buying this with my bonus that I got, and I was like, I'm going to spend it on a Mac. And no, it was a well-worthy purchase. Any thoughts on your first car when you pass your driving test next week? Good luck, by the way, says Sir Dave. Thank you. I'd want the Vauxhall Corsa that I am currently learning to drive, because that thing is easy to drive. So, but I don't think I'm actually going to buy a car, because I need to sort out my home finances first before I can actually commit to a car. So I'm thinking, pass the driving test hopefully, and then go from there. Maybe just hire cars for a bit rather than own a car, because living in London, you don't really need a car. So yeah. Have you been keeping all your show notes safe? Would be cool, a book to make you put them all together. Yes, I do have all the show notes still. I think I only am missing 2 or maybe 3. There was one week I didn't have time to make show notes, and I think the 2 times I went to Bethany's house, we made them on a piece of paper. But other than that, they all do exist. Like, here. Well, actually, they're all... Oh, and there's a picture. That's me, my brother, and my sister. Look at us. Oh, and you said... Why? I don't know why I'm dressed like this, and why I'm holding my brother like he's some kind of farmhand. But yeah, these are all the most recent ones. They're all here, and I've got them all filed away. Maybe I'll be like Chris Jericho and write a book, keep a record of all of my matches, all of my locking it down with Lucy's. Oh, the show notes have fallen over. All right, let's see. What's the most impactful song or album you've ever listened to in your life? Oh, Lord, these are tough questions. Most impactful? Probably Avril Lavigne's first album, because that's when I became like an antsy teen. And I was like, oh, cool. But I don't really listen to albums all that often. I kind of listen to playlists. Oh, I'll give you a song to listen to, everybody. I only just discovered this song today. I think some people might know it already. I wonder if I can find the YouTube video so I can link you. But I was listening to this song literally just before the show. And it's got lots of video game references in. It's called Hey Mario by Pending... Oh my god, it's got a music video! Oh my god, and it was 8 years ago this song came out. What? Okay, so for those of you who want to watch it, I'll put the link in the chat. I need to watch this music video when afterwards. I'm well excited. Thank you. Everyone's saying good luck to the driving test. Do you ever get nervous about locking it down with Lucy? You seem so confident, so I imagine not. I don't know. I used to when we first started doing it, because it was always quite like nerve-wracking to be like, oh wow, I'm gonna just speak live, like anything could happen. But yeah, I guess now it kind of is a bit more like, I know what I'm gonna say roughly. Like I know what I want to say. Sometimes it depends if I'm feeling a bit like down on a day or something. It can be like, Oh, hopefully it'll be alright. I think maybe I'll get nervous when I take a break, or if I feel inhibited, or for whatever it is. I think I'll be nervous when I do my first one from the flat. So just an FYI, that'll that'll probably happen because I'm nervous that people will be able to hear me and be like, "What's going on?" But we'll see. Maybe I'll just go straight back into it. Alright, let's take a couple more from the chat. Let's have a look. I would die happy if you played Evil Within. Yeah, maybe it's on my list of things to maybe do. Let's see, one more, as I feel like I have to rest my weary voice. I've done a lot of talking. Will you be having a sneaky shot before your test to ease your nerves? You can't do that. That's a bit cheeky. I think my plan is to just be chill. What? Jose, I have never seen the first 10 episodes of this show. Wow. I think if you watched it, it'd be such a different experience. Episode 5, I'd steer clear of that. I remember that being quite the car crash. So, right, there we go. Thank you, everybody, for your questions. I think I'll wrap it up here for today. What is your favourite PlayStation console? Says Ollie. PS3. PS3 for days. I love that console. I forgot as well, one of the other videos I want to do is I want to do my PS Vita collection. That's another video I'd like to do somewhat in the future. So there's that to look forward to. And of course, Touch Too Much. What a story that is. If that doesn't get you excited, Jose, go back. Episode 3 was a Touch Too Much. A great story from my life. So yeah, and I also want to do my PS3 collection at some point as well. So there we go, everyone. That wraps up today's edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. Now, unfortunately, I have some sad news for you. There is no episode of Locking It Down with Lucy next week because I will be attending leaving drinks for a dear friend of mine who is leaving. So I will try and have a video up next week, time permitting. I won't say which one yet, just in case I can't actually edit that one in time. So yeah, hopefully there will be a video in place. And then the week after that is tentative because I do have to move out at some point and I'm trying to work out time where I can pack all of my stuff. So depending on if my stuff is packed or not will depend on whether I can do the show or not. Because, I have to start putting my life into boxes. So, my friend is leaving the company, sadly. So, leaving drinks will need to be done. So, unfortunately, you won't be able to see karaoke as clip of the week, which does sadden me. But if you want to see some karaoke, I'm sure there'll be clips of it. You can just go to my Instagram, follow me there, and I'm sure there'll be lots of, if you want to see me singing all kinds of madness, that will probably happen there. So enjoy that. But I like his unnamed rival leaving. Unnamed rival did actually invite me out, but I had to decline because I was doing the show. See, look guys, I picked you over unnamed rival. Hopefully unnamed rival isn't too sad that I'm not there today. It will be Boozy Lucy. Just upload a karaoke stream. I think that will get heavily copyrighted if I can think that's how YouTube works. So yeah, we'll see what the week entails. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for participating and your time. Let us check in on the poll. I asked you guys how you watched Lock It Down with Lucy, and a whopping 201 of you voted. Thank you so much. The votes close now in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lucy, that's this guy here, from Locking It Down with Lucy, asked you over there, yes you, sitting there, hey, have you side-tabbed me? Don't side-tab me, come back. Are you getting a trophy done? Come look over here. Because we are about to go through the poll results, which is 52% of you watched the show on your phone, 32% on your laptop, 13% on the TV, and 0% said audio, although 1% did say audio. I was just curious to see if people just, listen. Because some people have asked to listen to the show, but I'm like, the show has so much interactivity happening. How are you listening to how can you listen to the hand movements? What if I did this now? What's happening? You don't know what's happening. I don't really know what's happening either. I always watch on desktop. Hell yeah. So, right. I shall bid you a farewell for 2 weeks, and I shall catch you in the future, hopefully sometime. Will I still be here? Who knows? That's the cliffhanger for you, for me to know, and for you to find out. Until then, adios, have a good week, and keep it locked here on LudiXP.